Definition: an object will stay at rest unless an unbalanced force pushes or pulls the object. The skateboard will not move unless you use my foot to push off the ground and maneuver it a short distance. Force is a push or pull on a mass that can change the object's motion. An unbalanced force is a force that changes the position, speed, or direction of the object is applied to. Example: as I'm riding the skateboard, the board is not moving and will continue to not move unless I use my leg and push off the ground to get me to move forward. Definition: the acceleration of an object depends on the mass of the object and the amount of force applied. In this clip, I'm not applying much force because there's not much mass on the skateboard. In this clip, I'm applying more force because I'm wearing a backpack full of books and there's more mass on the skateboard. In this next clip, I added more books. I could tell it started to become a little harder to push the board. In this clip, I added all of the books plus a couple more in my bag. I struggled a lot more because there was more mass in the skateboard, so I had to apply more force on the skateboard while being silent. In the last couple clips, I could tell there was a difference in force. I had to use, for example, in the first one, I didn't have to use as much force because I didn't have a backpack on, and I don't weigh that much, so there was very little force being applied. But then, when I added a couple more books inside it, it got me a little more difficult because there was more mass added onto the skateboard, so there was a lot more force applied while pushing the board forward. For the last clip was that hardest for me because I had to apply way more force to push the skateboard because I added about 20 for more book into the bag and it got heavy. So I had to use a lot more force because on how heavy my bag combined with my weight on the skateboard. Definition: for every action force, there is a reaction force equal in strength in the opposite direction. In this clip, I'm pushing the skateboard against the fence and it creating the opposite reaction in the opposite direction. Every time I pushed the skateboard against the fence, it created an equal force back towards me. In this, the weight of me is being pulled down, and the skateboard is pushing me up, and the skateboard is pulling down on the ground, and the ground is pushing up.